Hello everyone, the 316 here with another Marvel Legends review. This time I have the No Way Home Wave Amazing Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man. Figure retails for $24.99, and I was lucky enough to find mine at a Walmart. I just walked in on, I think it was the 27th of December, and he was just sitting there. I couldn't believe my luck. After Christmas, everyone's got all their money, and he one of the most one of my most highly looked for figures. Just he's just sitting there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first of all, uh, in packaging, the figure actually has the thwip hands equipped. You get one for each side, and you get a right fisted hand and a left wall crawling, like what is it? Sometimes in the movie, he didn't actually use the full whip hand to activate his webs. Sometimes he was like this. So this is kind of wall crawling hand, kind of not. I'm not sure what the actual term is, but we'll just say that's the wall crawling hand. It also makes for a good pointer. Like he's like, "Hey you, hey you over there," and of course the single card comes with the Andrew Garfield head, which I think is done really well. In person, it looks a little lifeless. On camera, with the lights on it, it actually looks a bit more full of life. I have seen some repaints of this and it looks good. What I do appreciate, though, is that he has a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow. It's very faint, but it is very nice. Just a little bit of detail they didn't have to add, but it is appreciated. And I think the hair sculpt is pretty accurate too. They did a good job with that. I don't have the Toby box, but I was able to keep this one in nice, like looking nice. That Toby box I destroyed. This one, I actually just used the X-Acto knife to cut a slit into the side. Some people do the top. I like to do the side, but I am going to throw this away. But you can get an idea of what the packaging looks like. Not sure if it uses more or less paper. It uses a lot more glue, that's for sure. No matter what evil rises, the amazing Spider-Man will summon the courage to defeat it. For with great power comes great responsibility. So yeah, it's a package. It's a box. What do you expect, right? Now let's take a look at the figure, and man, Hasbro cooked here. they did a they did a fantastic job with how this looks. On camera, it looks a little brown. That's just because of my green background here. The Toby review was on the red background, so it didn't look as bad. So, do I have something? Okay. Okay, this might be better showing off. There you go. Now you can see the color more accurately. It is a little in person it's a bit dark. On camera it actually looks pretty good. The head is a different color to the chest, and the chest is a different color to everything else. Like his midsection and belt quote area, that's definitely like a very dark but bright red. Kind of hard to describe, but it's definitely a different. Okay, the difference is definitely more noticeable on the belt and the upper torso when looking from the back of the figure. From the front, it blends enough, I think, where it doesn't look too bad. Uh, really, really think they did a great job with the musculature, and it looks like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man jumped out of the movie and became an action figure. Like this looks just like him. His body, he's a bit lanky, and that shows here. It looks great. I mean, there are some issues with the figure, mainly just like some tight joints. I know some people had some QC issues with their thighs. Mine turned out good. Uh, it's a little tight. I don't force it. I just kind of loosen it every now and then. But, really great attention to detail. So the main issue I have is actually the back symbol. As you can see, it intersects with the red area. It did not do that in the movie. It was a lot further down, so I don't know why this is so high up. Maybe they did this so it could preserve the look of the logo. I'm not sure. Shoes look good. Nothing special there. All right, let's go ahead and take this out of the way. now that you've seen a more proper look of the color of the figure. Hold on. Ooh. Sometimes I have trouble standing this guy, but it's very rare. Now this midsection piece, it doesn't move very far forward, like at all, but it does move pretty far back, and it does extend the legs on the spider logo. To appreciate that for what it is. We'll do a quick articulation. I wish the butterfly joints moved more than that. That's all you get. You don't get very much, really. I mean, I remember in the second movie, the opening scene was like he had his arms back, and you can't really do that here. You'd have to get in and crack open the figure, customize him. You know, that doesn't look too bad. Some people would say it looks weird. I don't think it looks all that odd. It is odd though that this isn't connected when it's looking or he's leaning backwards. Forwards, it's you really don't get much. And before we get into size comparisons, let me go ahead and pop off the Spider-Man head and put on the Andrew Garfield head. And yeah, this looks great. Looks just like him in my opinion. Like there's no doubt that that's who that is. Oh, one thing I forgot to show is that he does have the web shooters on both sides. They are not painted, but they are there. So if you want to paint those, go ahead. I'm probably just going to leave mine blank. Let's put the Spider-Man head back on. Oh. I do have a QC issue on mine paint-wise. You can see that the web lining on the forehead here is not lined up appropriately. And while it does bug me, you can't really notice it from back here. He looks like such a disgusting color against the green. That I always try to choose like a very neutral color, like blue. Blue's a good neutral color, I feel, for backgrounds. But anyway, enough of that. Let me go ahead and readjust him real quick. And we can do our size comparisons. So he stands at just above 6 inches. It's almost 6 1/4, I'd say, but in person it looks like just above 6. Trying to get my ruler back to where I put it. All right, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. What do we want to start with? Do we want to start with my Marvel Legends, or do I want to start with, let's start with the Marvel Legends since we're here. Here he is next to Friendly Neighborhood, or Tobey Maguire in this case. I don't have a Tom Holland Spider-Man, but I do have Japanese Spider-Man, an upcoming review. Of the 3 reds, I think Tobey's looks the best. I kind of wish they used that red on The Amazing Spider-Man, but oh well. Having these 3 next to each other, you can really see how orange Japanese Spider-Man is. Like, why did they go for orange on that suit instead of red? It definitely looks better against the green here, the Japanese Spider-Man. But Andrew looks really bad since he has a darker red color. And Tobey, it's just like a flat red, flat blue, so it actually looks good against just about anything. Love how these 3 look together, though. Hope to get a Tom Holland Spider-Man sometime soon. We're going to keep Tobey's Spider-Man in shot so we can do the rest of the size comparisons. Starting off, we have DC Multiverse Nightfall Batman. We have the Mattel Elite 100 John Cena. Next up, we got the G.I. Joe Classified Tiger Force Outback. Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Black. The AEW Unrivaled Target exclusive Samoa Joe. And lastly, we have the Halo Spartan Collection Jazzwares Spartan Yoroi. No Atrocitus this time. He's currently chilling in a Barbie vehicle. I'll do a short about that. But anyway, overall, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, great figure. I wish he came with all of his hands, but beyond that, and the color scheme they went with, I have no problems with this figure. They did a really good job with the sculpting as compared to Toby. The musculature is good, posing him's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend getting the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man action figure here. So, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell, and if you want to, leave a comment. Tell me what other figures I should review, how you feel about this Spider-Man, or who's your favorite Spider-Man? Not just live action, but voice acting too. And anyway, as always, peace.